Howdy y'all, Robbie here. So what I want to talk to you about today is using chickens to clear land. And other animals can be done too, but here on our homestead, we use our chickens to do it. So we're out here at the southeast corner of the property, and this is our winter chicken run that we are allowing to go fallow right now. So I'm gonna walk down through here and talk about what we've been doing with our chickens, how we've been moving them around. This whole area got made into a winter run so that our like portable netting by Premier One that we have doesn't get destroyed in the winters here. We're zone 5B, I believe, Western New York, about 2 miles from Lake Ontario, Southern Shore. And we get a lot of snow. We get a lot of wind, we get a lot of snow, and the poultry netting, electric fencing is great, but not in blowing snow and other things like that. It stretches it. It doesn't allow it to connect and do its thing. So here we have the chickens. We previously had them here on this lot, clearing out around all these dead pine trees. Not all of them are dead, but as you can see, they've lost a lot of needles and branches and other things due to grapevine, creeping Virginia, and poison ivy are the three vines that are really overgrowing our property that we're working on combating by using our chickens. So there's a nasty old brush pile, lots of poison ivy in there. We put it here because it goes downwind and the smoke will go across the farmer's field, and it's not really going to toward anyone's houses, nor is it going toward our house. This is where I found it's the best place to burn my poison ivy. And we're clearing this area with them. So let me show you over here what we started with, because this property was so overgrown. Where I'm actually standing right now, there was hog fencing in here. The square, about 4-inch grid, relatively heavy gauge steel. A lot of people call it hog fence or hog panels. It's kind of like cattle panels, but they're a little shorter, and I think maybe a little longer, probably maybe the same length. So what we started with was what you're seeing here and behind me, and it's just an immense amount of poison ivy here. For instance, I'm at the base of this black walnut that's been dead standing for 2 years now. This is the second year. I got to get this thing cut down. And if you look not too far up, down here at the base, I have some creeping Virginia, which I spoke about. And right up there, leaf of 3, beware of me. It's my ancient enemy, poison ivy. I think all of our ancient enemies. But as we've been reclaiming this, we've found some gems. I wish it was a fruit cherry, but there's a lot of old flowering cherry rootstock, it must be, in this hedgerow. So as we're getting it cleared, using the chickens to clear it, and then coming in, cutting it up, I've been using a lot of the dead punky stuff that's not worth burning in the wood stove. I've been using to kind of do hugelkulturs type stuff, and also kind of give me a base point or a fill for my some of the earthworks I'm doing here and shaping. But we found awesome stuff like this cherry, and we're super excited to have that and other things on our property as we continue to try to clear it, because as you can see, we've got our work cut out for us for sure. Where's that tractor? Can I see him? He's somewhere over there. So as we keep clearing all this, this is not only going to become more parts of our food forest, but this is also going to be a chicken run pond area. I have a cool idea for this whole pine tree hedgerow here that's all coming out, because pine trees won't grow their needles or anything back once they've lost them. So to keep those trees around, they're not working as a windbreak. they're doing some shading, but mostly of my garden, and I want the market garden to get as much sun as possible. So they need to be cleared out. And the chickens have been a wealth doing that, because like I said, all this here all looked like that western hedgerow did just a couple years ago. And we've reclaimed, I don't know, about 130 foot maybe by 12 to 15 foot of land. Pretty awesome. Use your animals. Save yourself some money. Save some fuel. And you're also feeding them at the same time. So you're saving on the feed bill.